This is not a knife video, so those of you expecting one, which you have every right to, after all, this is a knife channel. It's not. It's not a knife video, so click off. I turned 48 a couple days ago, 14th of October to be exact. I turned 48, and then I found out the next day via text that my dad died. Man, is that weird. It's really weird to say that. I mean, my dad is dead. Gone. No longer part of this earth. That sounds so weird to say that. He was 72 years old. He died from kidney failure, diabetic. Didn't eat as he should have. Stopped going to dialysis. So it was just a matter of time. Definitely did not treat the disease. Didn't take care of it. But 72, man. I really hope that I live well past 72, because that just seems kind of, it's old, yet it's still kind of young, I guess. Why am I telling you this? Well, when you subscribe to a channel on YouTube, yes, it's for the content, of course, but it's also because of that person that you can relate to their personality, you connect. And I'm telling you, I wanted to do a knife review. My head is just it's not my head's not in the game. I'm having a hard time processing what has happened. He was not a good father. Not even close. Not a good father. Not a good grandparent. Had grandkids. Didn't even try to have any kind of relationship. I didn't really have a relationship with him, so I guess it's kind of silly to think that maybe he would with his grandchildren, but no. Basically, the way I measure myself as a parent is basically doing the exact opposite of pretty much everything he did. He just was not interested in relationships of any kind. And man, was that obvious, judging by the participation in the funeral. It was, so my parents been divorced for quite a while. He was remarried, so I do have a stepmother. She set up the whole funeral deal, and I'm telling you, and I'm not being dramatic, it was 5 minutes long. It was right at the gravesite. There was probably about 12 people there. So it was like immediate family. My brothers, with a couple of them are married, and then one of them has kids. So yeah, 12 people. It was just such a sad, pathetic ending to a life. But that's how he wanted things. At least that's how he chose. You reap what you sow, right? Just such a sad ending to a sad life. He didn't accomplish a thing. You know, worked, of course, retired, but you know, he had sons, so there's an accomplishment, I guess. But you know, there's a lot more that is supposed to. There was a lot more he was supposed to do, and you know, chose not to. But I guess that's what happens when you choose to be, you know, distant with your children and grandchildren. I didn't know him. I honestly, I didn't know him as a person. Man, he did some terrible things. You know, domestic violence. So I'm gonna need a couple days. Because it's literally consuming me. Harbor no ill will towards anyone. This was all his doing. I just wish it was different. I wish his story, I wish it ended. I wish it ended differently. So yeah, I'm having a hard time with this. And I wanted you to know, because it's obvious that something's wrong. I'm not very good at hiding that stuff as much as I try. Boy, I know I have to do a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway for that the Ferrum Forge gent. I am supposed to draw the name for that on Wednesday. I should be good by then, because I don't want to delay that. I need to just get back to work. I need to get back just cranking out the videos just to get my mind off of it. I tell you what though, I refuse to go out the same way that he did. I refuse. I mean, a funeral, you're supposed to celebrate that person's life. And there were some good memories, you know, just not many, and any of the good ones that do exist, it was a long, long time ago when I was much younger. I almost feel like I should have forced him to continue dialysis. Like I should have, you know. Well, I guess that's just normal for people to think that, you know, maybe if I would have done this, then this would have turned out differently. Maybe I should have forced him to go to dialysis. Maybe I should have forced him to take care of himself. I'll tell you one thing I could not force him to do, and that's to pay attention to me or my younger brothers. And if any of you have any stories that you want to share, by all means, please do in the comment section, because you know I read every single comment I get and I respond to it. So this will be judgment-free zone here. If anyone has any stories they want to share, by all means do. I really do appreciate you listening to me. And I promise, I promise, the next video I do it'll be a night video. I promise.